As I walked in, I walked past a guy on a date with a girl.
I saw them. Which ones?
The guys doing Lego together, like they're building some Lego things.
I didn't see that.
Dude, I stopped dead in my tracks.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, sick date idea.
What'd they say?
Just giggling, like laughing. I'm like, how cool is that? Way to embrace the inner child. Hey, you want to build some Lego?
You think?
Yeah.
You think that was the first one?
I don't know if it was the first date, but I love it. I love doing anything like that.
Bro, I'm so bad with Lego. When I grew up, I never played Lego. I'm not good with like building stuff like with my hands. That's why I can't do anything with cars and stuff either. It's just not very. I was also never interested in it. A lot of my friends were building Lego. They would love it. The
What did
bigger,
you
the
do?
better. Honestly, I just played soccer outside. So everything I wanted to do, and then later on, I played a lot of Pro Evolution Soccer on the PlayStation. But I was already 17, 18. That's when I went to compete. But before, no, it was soccer, bro. Auf dem Bolzplatz in Obertshausen, which was like a sand court. And
Sand? He played football on sand?
it was kind of sand, yeah. It was kind of sand. It was just like 2 goals without a net. It was just metal rods connected. And then it was close to where I lived back then. So my mom, my dad, and my grandmother would scream from the balcony when I had to come home. Booyah, time to eat, like at nights. And then I would just pretend I don't hear them for like at least 20
Why did you take so long? I didn't hear.
I didn't hear. And then I would go home, but it was literally, you could hear. But they had to kind of scream for me to hear, but I would always hear. It's kind of like 1 more goal, 2 more goals.
Yeah, always one more.
Dude, it's so different, man. Kids don't really, nowadays with the social media and stuff, they don't play as much anymore.
Like outdoors play?
Yeah, that type of play. We didn't have it wasn't no social media, bro. They would knock on the door on the way to the court, pick me up. It's like, all right, I'm gone. And I would be gone all day. Just all day. Come home, eat, sleep, go to school, do the same thing again.
How do you know the kids aren't doing that?
Because I see it. Even if it exists, it's more rare. There's just so much alternative.
Is that true though, or is that just because you're not seeing
It's
it?
absolutely true, bro. It's absolutely true. Like you can even look at the mental health data. It's correlated with that. We don't really have
I'm not
that.
saying that. I'm saying, is it true that kids aren't playing outside? You wouldn't know unless you've got kids, would you?
I see it. I have friends with kids. They're telling me the same thing. You just have to observe. It's just much more common to have them in front of a iPod or like in front of a phone.
I had a computer. I mean, I was in front of that, and then I was also outside.
Okay, so you don't think it's changing?
I'm just saying. I'm arguing the case of like. Are you just saying that because you're on social media a lot, rather than we haven't got kids, so we can't. Well, we haven't got kids, so we can't really know, can we?
Yeah, but you can observe.
I can observe, yeah, and I can see that lots of parents do that, and lots of parents also encourage their kids to go out and do stuff.
But if you look at the data, I'm pretty sure you'll find the opposite. But I mean, we can argue about the fact that kids nowadays play less and are more in front of a screen, if you want to. Which is kind of what most psychiatrists and psychologists.
I think it's the same.
I think it's the same. Being in front of a screen.
Yeah, because I think it's down to parent style. I think the parents would put them in front of a TV, same as in front of a screen. It's the same as a TV or an iPad. Same. Mm-hmm. I think it's down to the parenting, and the right type of parenting is going to want their kids to be active and with other children, and so they would encourage that.
Okay.
I'm not saying let's put it to the test on the studies, because we can find studies to match whatever we want.
Sure, but you say
how is it different in terms of parenting?
So you're saying in terms of studies, it's okay when they're in front of a screen. There is not an average consensus that that's a bad thing for kids.
I'm not saying that at all.
Okay.
What are you saying?
I'm just saying that I grew up playing soccer. There was no screen.
Cool. Well, there was a screen. There was a TV screen, but you chose to play soccer.
Yeah, but there was one TV. Your parents would watch it. It's very different to right now.
It depends on the family, because we had one TV. But if you're a family that's a bit more affluent, maybe you've got iPads. Maybe you have a computer in the back room.
So, you still see? Do you see like kids after school getting together as much, being outside as you used to? Have you observed that with family?
I'm not doing that, am I? I'm not looking to see what kids are up to.
Well, I am. That's very interesting to me. Like, I try to observe that stuff.
Okay.
And I can just tell you, like, maybe because I'm from a small town, that was very common. But in Germany, it was kind of like you would come home from school, you would complete your homework, and then there was no other option. You would go hang out with the boys. Whether it's like you're hanging out and just chilling, or whether it's like going, for me, it was playing soccer.
Are you observing that in Vegas? Versus like, I think it's down to like the environment that we're in too.
Well, yeah, I mean, I go home to Germany as well. I go home to my hometown, and things are changing, dude. Like, whether you want it or not, people have more options to spend time behind a screen than they used to playing outside. Sure, if you choose to, if you're a parent that really focuses on that and pushes that, then maybe that's still common. But overall, it's very easy now to revert back to life behind the screen. That's all I'm saying. And that's my personal observation. I mean, we can look into the data. I just know that from the data, a lot of mental health decline comes from the fact that we have less in-person interaction and more so with the screen. And so obviously that also translates to the youth, not just to the adults. We all have, like, you see kids being 7, 8, 9 years old now, they have some screen. You're in the waiting room in a doctor's office, they're in front of a screen. Mm-hmm. That was just not available when we were kids. Like, you had to kind of do something. You would like play with the book or play with another kid, or you would kind of like just imagine stuff. Now it's like, is this? Mm-hmm. It's different. But in any case, man, like, that's how it was for me. It was just being outside. And the grounding for me was not being able to go outside. Like, I remember when I would misbehave, my dad would tell me, you can't go out and play soccer. So the guys would come and knock on the door. And they're like, bro, let's go play. And I'm like, I can't. So I would literally, like, I would just watch them pass by. It was freaking knife in my heart, man. Didn't happen often, though. My parents weren't super strict with me. I was always kind of okay-ish in school. Good or okay-ish. They were fine. Only if the grades were something, or I was being sassy. I was a little bit of a sassy kid.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, definitely. Bro, you know what I realized? You're from Swindon. The show, The Office, Dunder Mifflin is from Swindon. Mm-hmm. Dude, what are the odds that this is like a show that I've been watching and enjoying, and it's set in this random small town? Could be any town, right?
It's not set in Swindon. It's set in Slough. But the other office, the one that one of them has to stay, or they absorb the other one. That's in Swindon.
I see.
It's on the same motorway.
Okay. Slough was the other one?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Slough's just outside London, and Swindon's like 40 minutes west of that. Just very boring industrial places. Slough, certainly. Like, if you say you're from Slough, people are like, okay. Mm. That's definitely where a paper factory would live.
Yeah. But there'd be so many different cities to do that in, right?
In
terms of a set. The fact that they picked Swindon, it could have been like how many other small towns? Mm-hmm. It's kind of funny.
If you say Swindon to most people, they're like, oh, sorry about that, dude.
What's the population?
It's not necessarily known as a cool place.
Is it
population? 220, 230,000.
You guys are much bigger.
It's a big town. It's nearly a city.
When I grew up in Obertshausen, it was 20K, 18 to 20K. It's very small. So there is Offenbach, and then there is Frankfurt. So I'm like the third tier. It's a very small town. Everyone knew everyone. Like, you go to a butcher, they know your parents.
Yeah.
You would misbehave, everyone would know. What's that?
Like villages in England where people know each other.
Exactly. It is a village. Where I'm from is a village. Mm. Yeah. Yeah, dude.
That speaks to things as well, though, with access to technology, doesn't it? Villages are the last to get that versus a city. If you grew up in a city, then you're probably going to be even more plugged in, whether it's in front of a screen or whether it's just the type of stimulation that you're used to. Apparently there's a picture that you can show people, like an optical illusion type picture, and if you see squares in the picture versus if you see circles, you can tell whether you grew up in a rural environment or a city, based on how your eyes have been trained to see like edges of buildings versus curved nature type shapes. Like, even this morning when me and my dad were doing the crossword, my dad reads and he's 81, so his eyes are getting a bit funny anyway, but he's reading stuff and he always gets the words wrong. So like he's saying something consciousness. And then eventually he goes, conscientious. Sorry, my eyes this. But he's reading it and his eyes are creating what he thinks, what he expects to see. That's just life though, bro.
Yeah, bro, that is
Like, that's literally life.
Is he open to taking supplements?
Mm-hmm.
Get him on zeaxanthin and lutein. Those are proven for eye health. At least they keep him from deteriorating. Some even improve. A lot of people have success with that. I'll send it to you. I'm already taking it because both my parents have glasses.
Definitely do that.
It's an easy one, bro. And it has other benefits too for the brain, but I'm taking that one specifically for the eye.
What was it again?
It's called lutein, Lutein.
Leu, yep.
And then zeaxanthin.
Yeah.
And they're combined when you get an eye supplement. You've seen them.
I've heard of them both, yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to get him on that.
I take I put him on that, and then I take astaxanthin independently from that, but that's not, if he just wants to take those two, those are the ones.
What's your regimen on that at the moment?
Bro, I started I started taking a few more supplements again. Specifically, I'm trying stuff for skin and hair, and so I'm like back on a bigger stack. I had it trimmed down to just the basics. Now I'm taking zinc. I'm taking boron.
Boron for testosterone?
Essentially, because I'm taking finasteride, the tastride for hair.
Yeah.
And so
does that like make
it lowers DHT. I did my labs. My free testosterone is still pretty high. Testosterone overall is also really good, but DHT is lowered. Estrogen is okay, is normal. So I'm taking that kind of like to counterbalance some of those effects. See how that goes. I take iron because my ferritin levels were at 60. Optimum levels for my type of athleticism and workouts should be closer to like 80, 85. So I'm taking that. I take berberine and to keep my hemoglobin A1C in check because my dad is diabetic.
I might need to get on that as well. I think my dad's diabetic.
He is?
Yeah.
Have you ever checked your A1C?
Probably when I did my blood test.
Send it to me.
3 years ago.
Yeah.
I can't find the flipping thing. I've been wanting to find it because I wanted to feed it into AI and see where I'm at.
Is it LabCorp
But
or
it's 3
Quest?
years old, so it wouldn't be much point. Huh?
A1C is fairly stable. It's actually, if you still have it, it's probably going to be the same. Is it LabCorp or Quest? Because you can get that
Quest.
online. Just get into the account.
I don't know what the account is either, but
Search your emails. Just put in LabCorp or Quest, and then probably shows up if you ever register.
LabCorp?
I use LabCorp.
It'll be on my computer somewhere. I just don't know what it's like searching for something when you can't. I don't know what the name is. I don't know what it's saved as. I don't know where I've saved. I don't know what folder I've put it in. I wish there was an easier way to find things like that.
Yeah. I just searched my emails. I mean, I assume you did either Quest Diagnostics or LabCorp.
It was Quest.
So just go into your emails. If you have two, just search Quest Diagnostics, and it probably will pop up from like 3 years ago. Your test results are ready, like that. Anyways, the A1C, I'm taking berberine to keep that in check. I take my creatine. Do I take
Collagen
anything
still?
else? I take my collagen, even though most of the collagen I take through the bars now because I always make bars and eat them.
What about the Ollie skin gummies? You still ripping?
I'm
packs of those?
ripping through one of the Ollie skin gummies, one box in 2 days.
Dude, we've got to get you on a regs dose.
Bro,
for
the amount
That's it. You need a regs dose.
Bro, the amount of hyaluronic acid and collagen I'm taking in from that is nuts. So then
You're
I don't buy
end
it
up with psoriasis. Your body's going to start creating too much skin.
just go like a natural filter, man.
Yeah.
And then I take something that I just mentioned is astaxanthin. I take that specifically to have natural sunblock internally. That's the reason, but you probably read upon it. There's a lot of just biohacking benefits associated with astaxanthin.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't. At some point, I did some research on various supplements, but I really don't know generally what does what anymore. I've completely forgotten, and I've got what I've got. And then I sometimes go onto Amazon and I reorder a bunch of things that I'm like, oh yeah, I'm running out of that.
Yeah.
But generally, I can't even remember what half of them do. So that's not very helpful. But I feel like I guess as we get to certain points in our lives, certain things seem to be more apparent to us. Like as you get older, you might want to take more care preventatively of your eyes, skin, hair,
Yeah.
than you would when you were 20.
Yeah, also I don't really do any kind of like external treatments. For example, my skin and stuff, I don't do any lasers. I use tretinoin as a cream. So I try
Still
to
gua sharing as well, though.
I
aren't you?
gua sha every morning, bro. So I try to do as much as I can through diet and supplementation for my skin. Gua sha definitely helped, bro. Really, really helped. I showed you the before and afters. Just helps you also depuff, but also it helps the blood flow to the skin. I see the skin complexion has improved. And then a lot of it now is focused really on recovery. That's why I started taking the creatine. I never took creatine up until, when did I start? Like 6 months ago, maybe. And it helped with the recovery and also helped with the brain fog, which is phenomenal, bro. Like the brain fog part, I didn't know it would help with that, but then the studies came out that people take it to hack like sleep deprivation. I'm like, sick, man. I don't really sleep too well. So I started taking it and it does help because, dude, I work out brutally, like brutal, 3-4 times a week, probably athlete level. Like the pace that I'm going at, I'm dead afterwards. I have to kind of lay in the ring for like 5 minutes just to relax. Bro, and I'm turning 40. Like you don't recover like a 25-year-old at that age anymore. And so just the next day when I take my creatine, I just feel a little bit less sore, less achy, almost like more well-oiled. That's how it feels.
Would you ever take peptides? It's the hot topic at the moment.
It's the hot topic. I took peptides orally. I never injected them.
Yeah, I think orally's trash though.
I know.
That's what I'm hearing from people.
Exactly. I spoke to a friend about it, but no, I haven't taken it before.
Would you?
It's the big thing. Don't know. I wouldn't
Is
say
it
I
too
would.
early because of no FDA and stuff like that for you at the moment, or do you need more evidence?
It would
or
have
what
to
is
be.
it?
It would have to be something that I take it for that I'm almost like desperate to take it for. Like something that, dude, I need to now do anything that I can to fix that. You know. But to just
So you wouldn't take them as preventative then? You'd only take them as,
Yes.
as healing or recovery?
unless there's more time passes and I know that it's safe. If it was something that I take now without a lot of research, it would have to be, oh dude, I have so much pain in my elbow that I can't do anything. Let me inject some BPC 157. I would try it because of that. But right now there is no need, really, for me.
That's the first time I tried BPC was when I had my ankle injury. And I didn't inject it into my ankle, although I was told that would have been better.
But you did inject it.
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
But only for 10 days. And again, that wasn't long enough for me to be able to tell whether I had any benefit from it or not.
Yeah.
I wasn't on it for long enough. I just see everybody constantly on it, and I'm like, I'm taking the mickey out of people that are on it because
Why?
Because the majority of the people that tell me that they're on it, it's like,
I know what
why are
you're gonna
you
say.
trying that first?
Yes, you haven't exhausted your natural
Yeah,
options
yeah.
first.
You haven't even tried the normal stuff.
The lifestyle, yeah.
They're just like, oh, I'm on Retta.
What is that for?
Weight loss.
Huh?
Weight loss.
How does weight loss? What is it called? Retta? It's like peptide, like Ozempic.
Yeah. It's a
Peptide.
GLP. I don't know what it is. But yeah, that, and also just a lot of the people that are taking peptides also don't look like how I want to look. So again, I don't like that.
Bro, that's
I
actually-
I like the way Tom looks.
Yeah.
And I like him therefore as a trainer, and I like him therefore as a coach.
Yeah.
And I like what he tells me, and I agree with what he tells me, and it's backed up, and this, that, and the other.
Yeah, man. You kind of look at the fruits that everyone's life bears, and you kind of extract, do I want to adopt their strategies when it comes to that in life? It's kind of when someone gives you relationship advice, but is in an unhappy relationship. It's like, take it with a grain of salt, man.
I have to be like this all the time because I'm giving constant advice and I'm single. But I feel like I've got an observational view on things.
But
of course.
even if you can even go a layer deeper, like advice on business. Like a lot of people follow these people online that give advice on business. The thing is, like, if you look a little bit deeper, sure, maybe from a business perspective that makes sense. But does that person that gives that advice, does it seem like their business is fulfilling them, or does it seem like the business is giving them a certain lifestyle, which might even take away from their peace of life or quality of life? So like these types of things, they're not as black and white. Like, I'm trying to look at that when I listen to anyone when it comes to health, to biohacking, like you said. I try to look at how is their life looking. And then the second question is, okay, maybe it gives me that, but how about the rest, man? How's everything else? And more often than not, bro, it's like, don't know. Okay, you have your opinion, you have your right to it, but I might question that. And that could also come from close family.
Yeah.
More often than not, it comes from close family because your parents always want the best for you, right? And they're like, I'm older than you, I have more experience, I want the best for you, yes. But then I listen to them on what they say, and then I see how they live their life and how their relationships are in all these different areas in life. It's like, dude, I actually don't want that. So maybe I should do the opposite of your advice. What would happen if I did the opposite, right? This is the type of thing, man, it's like you can't just blindly follow, because a lot of times blind are leading the blind, man. And that also applies to us, by the way, because same thing, man. Like, take everything everyone is saying with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
So yeah, with the health stuff, dude, like I'm looking at people who seem, for example, now I started incorporating, this is actually new, we have not talked about this, let's talk about this. I started incorporating kettlebell workouts, and maybe they're becoming more mainstream because they're popping up on my Instagram, or maybe I clicked one and now I'm getting all of them. But these are like full body dynamic workouts. For most of my life I did weightlifting, and then did boxing, which is much more dynamic, which I love. But now in the gym, I essentially gave up weightlifting for kettlebell workouts, which is still lifting weights, but it's functional movements, right? So you're going up and down, and you twist and turn a little bit more dynamically. And bro, it makes me so fatigued and exhausted. It's so difficult for me. There's one thing being able to lift, there's the other thing being able to balance weight.
Yeah. I just did a Pilates class with Tom and Jolene on Friday last week. Same sort of things. CrossFit, you know, no gaps, high heart rate, swinging motions, like holding things, planking, dynamic motion. It's a whole different kettle of fish.
It is. Huh? Kettle?
Kettlebell is a whole different kettle of fish.
Oh yeah. Yeah, bro, I'm like starting with very low weight. Because when I swing up, down, like I go into this like, I don't even know what you call it, a lunge position, but I twist the dumbbell I twist my body into it, and then I lift it up. And dude, like even with a little weight, it's hard for me to balance that because I've never really done it. And it tells me how much I actually need to do that. Like how much I've neglected that.
Yeah.
Even like the functionality of my lower back, dude, I'm stiff as hell.
Yeah, bro.
Bro, I'm like stiff as hell, man.
I need to do so much more of that as well.
Yeah.
And every time I've had an issue with my back, and I've ended up at a chiropractor, and he's always said the same thing. And I found out that we're supposed to stretch for 45 minutes per day, or something like that. That's outrageous. No one's got time for that.
It is.
But the advice is always the same. Oh, you need to do more stretching, and I'm like, I know, and I still never do it.
Yeah.
But that's what we need to be doing. Especially, like, dude, how old were you when you first went to the gym? 15? Younger than that, maybe? Bro, I've been going to the gym doing the same locked-in movements.
It's a one-dimensional movement.
Yeah. I know, it's funny when you think about it, because actually I was in the gym yesterday, and I'm in an EOS on Windmill, and it's a massive space. And I'm walking around trying to find a machine, and you know, like there's people everywhere.
Yeah.
It's such a busy gym. But I was kind of looking at it from the third eye, or whatever. I don't know how to even explain this. But it was, as I was walking around, I was just like, it's weird to see so many people like ants, all on different machines, so packed in next to each other, all just doing like, you know, just different things for an hour, just day in, day out, just showing up, looking at themselves, doing all these things. It's like crazy, dude.
It is crazy.
And I went to the gym to begin with for the physique, and I'm not there for that anymore. I'm there for the fitness that comes with that. The physique's the benefit, or the physique comes from the consistency.
Yeah.
But initially when I went to the gym for the very first time when I was 15 or whatever, it was coming out of school, being skinny and unattractive in my head, and then thinking I'm going to college, need to start being attractive to the other sex. I need to get to the gym and start becoming more like a man. But now I'm like on the other side of that, and again, still single, but I'm there for a different reason. I'm there less for the, oh, I've got to look good in the mirror, and more because I genuinely want to feel and be energized and feel fit and be able to move and not have odd back pains. And
Yeah.
I don't want to be like trying to get something out of the fridge and I'll pop the disc or something. It's just I can't function like that.
That's a progression. That's an evolution, bro.
Yeah.
It started with the expectation of looking good, I think, for all of us. And let me just check. Did you put it on okay, just was
Still going?
making sure, yeah. Did you
Yeah.
put it on airplane and stuff?
I didn't put it on airplane.
Okay.
No.
So if a phone call comes in, we're cooked essentially.
Does it cut the video?
For me,
Phone
for
call,
mine it does. It stops. But it's still running.
Doesn't even look like it's facing me. It looks like it's blown round.
No, you're on it.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's a little right at the border, but you're in it.
Okay. Does it look like it's blown?
You could come a little closer to me, my brother.
I'm a
if you wanted
breeder.
to. Dude, I did this commercial for Peloton. I think it's gonna come out soon, and they asked me this question about my journey in fitness and what changed over years. And I gave them a very similar answer to what you said, which was it literally only started for vanity reasons, dude. Like I wanted to look good, wanted to get looked at by girls, and the way to do that was to have a six-pack. So I went to the gym. It was purely expectation based.
And do you know what the funny thing is? Is funnily, probably more blokes look at you than girls with the
sure.
six pack.
That's
Because they're like, yo, how did this guy get that?
Yeah, exactly. And again, to bring it back to, you should take everyone's advice with a grain of salt. I can tell you about a six-pack, but then you might look like me but not have the mobility, right? So this is like you follow someone's advice, like just train like this, you're gonna be big, eat like this, but what about the functionality? So always question, what else? So in any case, I told them it was purely based out of the expectation to look a certain way. And that has changed over time to, for me, the functionality part is very recent. But over time what happened was I used the gym and the workout to overcome mental difficulty more than anything.
Yeah.
So in the beginning it was merely, let me short, chest is pumped up, freaking arms are big. I would skip most of the other stuff. Let me sure I look big. And then after that it was creating these data points consciously in which I push myself beyond a certain limit. And in the difficult workouts, I think there was a lot of this dancing with this unknown, because there's a part of you that's like, I can't, this is so difficult, I can't, especially when I box. But then there's a part of you that always overcomes it. It's such a weird thing, because you even have that conversation as you go through it. It's like, man, this is so difficult, I'm not gonna make it, and then you overcome it. So you kind of like, you're creating this program internally that might have doubt with the difficult situation, but still overcomes that.
Yeah.
And that kind of became this way for me to go about it in terms of handling difficulties in life. It applies there as well. So first it was looks, then it was transcended by this ability, I guess, to persevere through our hardship in life. And the funny thing is the body was then a byproduct. Body got even better. But it wasn't the focus of that. You know, it's just that focus, that intention, that shifted.
This guy's proper muscly as well. He's coming by now.
Yeah.
He used to be a host at the club. He's opening
you know him?
He's opening up the Air One of gym facilities.
Oh, what's that?
And what's up, bro? How you doing?
How's it going?
Was just talking about
Hey.
you. Yeah. Good to see you, Just.
What's the Air One of gym?
It's like a membership lifestyle. It's more than a gym. I'd be really doing it a disservice to call it a gym, but it's like lifetime. But if Air One ran it,
And what is it called?
I can't remember the name of it.
It's here in Vegas.
Yeah, he's building it. He's like has a massive warehouse space that he's completely converted. It'll be a like subscription or membership based type thing, but it's the whole point of it being the combination of like lifestyle, health and wellness. It's got all top of the range equipment, top of the range health and wellness side to it. You know, like you could get hyperbaric chamber in there. You could get seen to by professionals at the highest of levels.
So like taking Lifetime up a level, which is
upper level though. We're talking like it's the highest. There is no higher in terms of.
Bro, Lifetime needs some competition. Charging me now $310 a month, bro. $310 a month. I mean, they don't even have a cold plunge in there.
You still? I actually thought this the other day because do you know what I was thinking? I was thinking about you. I was thinking about the Jawser size.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I wonder if he's still using the Jawser size.
I'm using the Jawser size. I'm using a device that is what's his name? The guy who was on Joe Rogan. This breathing device where you breathe into this little plastic piece and it has different strengths that make it more difficult or more easy to breathe. And you train your lungs with that. I use that, but it also trains the jaw and the neck because you get sore over time. You do that for 3 minutes. I do neck exercises in the gym where I put the plate on my head. Mike Tyson did that for boxing. He did the neck rolls as well. So I do a lot
make
for
you
the
good on
jaw
the field for some headers.
What's that?
Should make you good for headers.
I'm afraid of headers because I'm afraid it hits my face. I was always afraid of headers. I would always kind of be like, okay, you jump. Then you hide behind them. You jump.
What use are you then? If
Yeah, bro,
doing
none.
these exercises?
Just distraction.
Use it.
I had when I played in Germany, I played with a friend of mine, Megan, who actually made it pro. He's one of the only 2 people I know who made it pro. But he was so strong in the air, bro. He was a defender. I was a midfielder. So he played left back. I played left midfield. So whenever there was like any high ball coming, I'd be like, you got it, bro. You got it. And he would go, pap. He would head it out. And I was like, ah. So I was a prop. I was always afraid of high balls. Or they elbow you in the face. They're like, you play against big people sometimes.
Yeah.
I was more technical player. I was never very aggressive. You surely were. You were good in the air.
No, but I also was scared of headers.
Really?
Yeah. Should have gone up for more of them. Or at least I guess. Yeah, you got to be. It's a bit like being a keeper. There's a level of like almost psycho level, not scared.
Yeah.
Fearless, just gonna go in for it. Don't care if it gets me in
Like
the balls.
Nader.
Yeah, like you got to be
Nader.
kind of crazy. I trained as a keeper to begin with, and then was like, it's not for me. But I would have made a good keeper at 6'3".
For sure.
Jump like bendy, would have made it.
Bro, who's surprisingly a good keeper is Nason.
Yes.
Remember he was like a reserve keeper a few times?
Yeah.
He was so fast, dude. Pop, pop, pop.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Nader is a killer in goal because if he comes out and you run against him, dude, he's like the cartoons back in the day. He will run through you.
Don't want to. That's a.
It's game over, man.
Unstoppable object.
He's literally unstoppable. So
I've run directly into him before as well. I was in hospital for 3 weeks.
No way.
No, of course not.
But I think someone got injured. Nason told me by accident. Someone broke something with you guys on with the Hassan thing. Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah. I'm sure
There was 2 people. I think they were sending their X-rays in the group chat too.
Sheesh.
Bro. Yeah. Freaking hardcore goalkeeper.
Hardcore goalkeeper. Yeah.
And there was this guy on our Tuesday league. He played on the team with the red Spain shirts. He was this big defender. I think he was on steroids as well, bro. He would just run through everyone. I don't know if you remember him. Dude, a guy like this, if you play a hobby league, if you have a little bit of sense, you're going to move aside, man. That guy's going to 100% there's a chance of injury.
It's like playing against Jack, isn't it? You just don't want to be anywhere near him. He's like a freight train. You don't want to stoke the fire either because he's coming after you for the next 25 minutes.
They get very heated. You want to be like, bro, you good? All right, cool, man.
Yeah.
Nah, man. That's some crazy stuff.
Yeah, he was like a saucepan, put water on the boil, and if it had gone to the boil, it is frothing over the edge.
For sure. Bonnie was a little bit like that too.
Yeah. No, Bonnie calmed down pretty quickly. Jack, if you switched him on, he wasn't off until the end of the game.
Yeah, he would be right on your ass, bro, every ball.
Gorgonzola, yeah.
Gorgonzola.
He was Gorgonzola.
He was a proper Gorgonzola. He boxes now with Cleveland, who was actually, he's a business partner with Dillon.
Mm-hmm.
He boxes with him. I always
Yeah, he
see his
boxes
posts.
really early, didn't he? 5
Yeah.
o'clock in the morning. or
Yeah, yeah,
something.
yeah. Very early. I think he's the first client. Bro, but him in boxing, with his power and his aggression, he would be a killer too.
Yeah.
He would be phenomenal. Like like if he wanted to actually fight, he'd be good. Bro, you kind of need that, man. You need that fire in professional sports, but contain it. Otherwise, you'd be red carded all the time. You'd be a Cantona
Yeah, or Zidane headbutting.
headbutt.
Hey, that's crazy. Someone of the absolute
Yeah.
skill level
Yeah.
that he had to just lose the plot.
Bro,
And it was just because he slagged off his mum, wasn't it?
Sister.
Sister?
Yeah. Materazzi spoke about his sister, bro. This is like the Middle Eastern type of culture. It's like if someone says Gorgonzola to you, you have to defend the family honor. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, you can make it about Middle East, but that's about just the person and them not being able to control their temper.
Yeah, but
Families wherever.
in Europe, in Germany specifically, this is a well-known thing though for Muslims. Like if you say something against their sister, because this male-female separation, dude, they see red.
You could say something like that to someone in Scotland, bro, and you would end up with your balls chopped off.
Less so than Middle Easterners.
Really? You want to go to
swear.
Scotland, mate? I'm telling you.
Like if I at least from where I grew up, the Germans, they were like, yeah, they would say something, but it was never like you essentially took their family honor. Family honor is the type of thing.
Yeah, but the family honor in Scotland is the same. Family honor in any country is the same.
It isn't the same.
It's the person.
It's
the dude. You're now arguing that
Bro,
there's stronger family honor in certain countries
relax.
than other countries.
I'm never saying that.
Well,
I'm
then
never
you know
saying
it's
that.
about the
I'm
people
never
then.
saying that.
Okay.
What I'm saying is, in those cultures, especially when you say something against a female, a mother or a sister that has any type of sexual connotation, it's so extremely looked down upon that they turn into like high alert red. They're willing to go crazy for it.
I hear what you're saying, but I'm telling you that's nothing to do with Middle Easterns. That's just people saying bad shit about family members and other people being very aggressive.
Bro, I don't think you hung out with a lot of Middle Easterners. I hung out with a lot of white
You
people.
haven't hung out with many other people
I did,
either.
but that's what I'm saying. I had a lot of German friends. I had a lot of Middle Eastern friends. And you can just tell how they go about an insult like that. Someone is like, all right, like they might argue with you. The other one is just straight on fight. Like, what did you say? Us? It's just it's different culture, man. The culture does play a role.
I know people from all cultures.
I'm sure you
like
do.
that.
I'm sure you do. I'm not saying there is
I'm
not.
not saying it's about the culture.
I'm
I think it's about the person.
I'm saying it's about the average. I'm not saying that there is. I'm not saying any of that, bro. I'm just saying certain cultures are more predisposed towards something.
You're very pro. I get it.
No, I'm not even, because I'm not like that. I'm not like that, but I've seen it in Muslim culture. If you say anything against a sister or a mother, I've seen just things going from 0 to 100 much quicker than it was in groups that weren't Muslims. I've just seen that. It's my own observation. Growing up in Germany, you have this split in Germany between the German people, even like Eastern Europeans, Polish people, a lot of Russians, and then you have this crowd that is Middle Eastern or Muslim. And there's a huge difference in behavior. Huge. It's
Yeah,
that is
'cause
the upbringing. That is the
we're the
culture.
foreigners in the country.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We do. We have a lot of these. At least when I grew up, we had a lot of these honor killings, bro. When someone would misstep in the family, brothers would kill their sisters because they went with someone that was not Muslim. This is very uncommon to see in a white family. There's a very extreme Muslim thing. And this happened in Germany. These people are not in the countries, in that environment. They're coming to Germany, but they're maintaining that culture. So that's different. Like, you don't really see that.
Yeah, you get some fundamentalists, don't you?
Exactly. Yeah. I hear a lot of this about currently about England as well. I have some friends in England that are posting about that a lot.
You have it here too. Some people are so pro one way that they're right on the end of the right or the left wing, and they're acting like complete idiots.
Complete idiots.
Complete nincompoops.
Yeah, man. You're dying for your beliefs, killing for your beliefs.
Yeah, you got
Strong beliefs they hold on to, man.
Strong beliefs. Why can't we just all chill, have a coffee, and make out with each other? Have a cheeky snog every now and then.
It's over-identification, man, with the self. That's all it is. The self can be grouped in a variety of things.
Well,
Gender,
and then the fear,
race.
the fear that is attached with that of like whatever the fear is. We're going to watch some World Cup games in Division. Yeah. Next week, actually, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm down.
Well, it's tomorrow, but I mean.
Tomorrow starts. Yeah,
But next week isn't the first game that we're watching one with Earth lunch, aren't we?
Yeah, you guys sent it in the calendar.
Yeah?
I'm down. Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
do that.
Definitely down. The first good game is Saturday, Morocco versus Brazil. That's a great game. Other than that, there's not a lot of good group
Where are you
stage
watching
games.
that? Saturday?
At home.
What
Probably.
time is it? Midday?
I think it's 12.
Midday, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, my phone's over here. I was going to see, I'm down to watch that with you.
Yeah, let's do it.
I want to get properly in the spirit.
I'm down for that, man.
Man, a spiritual brooder. Have a banana. Have a mocher.
Have a mocha at
Have a
12.
banana and a mocher and maybe my brooder.
You have all the ers.
Yeah. That'd be spot on.
Bro, I'm sweating, man. It's hot.